A U.S. passport is powerful, but in some countries, it's more of a warning than a privilege. Americans have been detained for months without reason, banned from entry, or forced to leave under threat. Some never made it back. In certain places, speaking English in public can attract the wrong attention. Strict visa rules, constant surveillance, and deep political tensions make these destinations risky. Some borders may let you in, but getting out might not be as easy. These are the 10 countries where being American in 2025 could put you in real danger. Number 10. North Korea. North Korea remains one of the most isolated and restrictive countries in the world. Since 2017, the U.S. government has prohibited its citizens from traveling to North Korea due to significant risks, including arrest and prolonged detention. This ban has been extended annually, with the latest extension valid through August 31, 2025. The tragic case of Otto Warmbier, an American student who was detained in North Korea and later died, underscores the dangers associated with travel to this nation. Even before the ban, obtaining a visa was extremely challenging, and visitors were subject to strict government supervision. Unauthorized interactions with locals or photographing certain sites could lead to severe penalties. The combination of stringent regulations, political tensions, and the potential for severe punishment makes North Korea a highly unwelcoming destination for American travelers. Number 9. Iran. Iran's complex relationship with the United States has led to significant challenges for American travelers. The U.S. Department of State has issued a Level 4 Do Not Travel advisory for Iran, citing risks such as arbitrary detention and harassment. Americans have been detained on charges including espionage and posing threats to national security. The visa process is stringent, often requiring sponsorship from an Iranian host and approval from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Even with a visa, travelers may face surveillance and restrictions during their stay. The political climate and potential for misunderstandings make Iran a challenging destination for U.S. citizens. Number 8. Syria. Syria has been embroiled in a civil war since 2011, making it a highly dangerous destination. The U.S. government advises against all travel to Syria due to terrorism, civil unrest, and the risk of kidnapping. The conflict has led to widespread destruction and instability. Americans attempting to enter Syria may find it nearly impossible to obtain a visa, and those who do may be exposed to life-threatening situations. The ongoing violence and lack of infrastructure further exacerbate the risks associated with travel to Syria. Number 7. Afghanistan. Following the Taliban's return to power in 2021, Afghanistan has become increasingly hostile to Westerners, particularly Americans. The U.S. Department of State has issued a Level 4 Do Not Travel advisory, highlighting risks such as armed conflict, terrorism, and kidnapping. The security situation is volatile, and the U.S. Embassy in Kabul has suspended operations, limiting the ability to provide assistance to U.S. citizens. Travel to Afghanistan is extremely dangerous, and those who go may face severe threats to their safety. Number 6. Yemen. Yemen has been engulfed in a devastating civil war since 2015, leading to a severe humanitarian crisis. The U.S. Department of State has designated Yemen as a do-not-travel destination due to terrorism, civil unrest, health risks, kidnapping, and armed conflict. The security situation is extremely volatile, with various armed groups operating throughout the country. American citizens face significant challenges in obtaining visas, and those who manage to enter may encounter hostility and severe safety risks. The ongoing conflict has led to infrastructure collapse, making access to basic services like healthcare and transportation highly unreliable. The combination of active conflict zones, terrorist activities, and a lack of governmental control in many areas makes Yemen an exceptionally dangerous destination for American travelers in 2025. Number 5. Libya. Libya has been in a state of turmoil since the fall of Muammar Gaddafi in 2011. The country is divided among various factions, leading to ongoing violence and instability. The U.S. Department of State advises against all travel to Libya due to crime, terrorism, civil unrest, kidnapping, and armed conflict. American citizens who attempt to visit may face significant dangers, including the risk of being caught in crossfire or targeted by militant groups. The U.S. Embassy in Tripoli suspended operations in 2014, limiting the ability to provide assistance to U.S. citizens. Visa processes are unpredictable, and even if granted, travelers are subject to checkpoints controlled by various armed groups. The lack of a central government and ongoing conflicts make Libya a highly unwelcoming and hazardous destination for Americans in 2025. Number 4. Somalia. Somalia has faced decades of conflict, lawlessness, and terrorism, making it one of the most dangerous countries in the world. The U.S. Department of State warns against all travel to Somalia due to crime, terrorism, civil unrest, health issues, kidnapping, and piracy. Al-Shabaab, a terrorist organization, controls large parts of the country and frequently targets foreigners. American citizens are at high risk of violent crime, including kidnapping for ransom. The Somali government has limited control over the country, and essential services are scarce. The security situation is unpredictable, and attacks can occur without warning. Given these conditions, Somalia is an extremely hostile environment for American travelers in 2025. Number 3. Venezuela. Venezuela is experiencing a profound political and economic crisis, leading to widespread shortages of food, medicine, and other basic necessities. The U.S. Department of State has issued a Level 4 Do Not Travel advisory for Venezuela due to crime, civil unrest, poor health infrastructure, kidnapping, and arbitrary arrest and detention of U.S. citizens. Violent crime, including homicide, armed robbery, and carjacking, is common. Political demonstrations occur frequently and can turn violent without warning. The Venezuelan government has detained U.S. citizens for extended periods, and consular access is often denied. The deteriorating economic situation has led to a breakdown in public services, making travel within the country hazardous. These factors contribute to Venezuela being a highly unwelcoming destination for Americans in 2025. Number 2. Iraq. Iraq remains a highly volatile country, presenting significant dangers for American travelers. The U.S. Department of State has issued a Level 4 Do Not Travel advisory for Iraq, citing risks such as terrorism, kidnapping, armed conflict, and civil unrest. Various terrorist and insurgent groups are active throughout the country, often targeting Westerners, including Americans. The security environment is unpredictable, with frequent attacks occurring in public places. The U.S. Embassy in Baghdad operates under strict security protocols, limiting its ability to assist U.S. citizens in distress. Additionally, obtaining a visa to enter Iraq can be a complex and uncertain process, with travelers often facing bureaucratic hurdles and potential denial of entry. Given these factors, Iraq remains an extremely hazardous destination for American travelers in 2025. Number 1. Russia. In 2025, Russia has become increasingly unwelcoming to American travelers due to heightened political tensions and security concerns. The U.S. Department of State has issued a Level 4 Do Not Travel advisory for Russia, highlighting risks such as harassment, arbitrary enforcement of local laws, and the potential for wrongful detention. Americans in Russia may be subject to increased surveillance and face difficulties in obtaining consular assistance. The Russian government's strict visa regulations and unpredictable legal system further complicate travel plans. The ongoing geopolitical tensions between the United States and Russia contribute to an environment where American travelers are not welcomed and may be at significant risk. Traveling the world can be exciting, but safety should always come first. These 10 countries have made it clear that Americans are not welcome, and ignoring these warnings could lead to serious consequences. Always check travel advisories before planning a trip and stay informed about global tensions. Have you ever had a difficult travel experience? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more updates on global travel risks. Stay safe and see you in the next one.